Welcome. You are in the right spot to learn about the Millionaire Booklet. This is by Grant Cardone, a billionaire who was on Discovery Channel on a show called The Undercover Billionaire, where they took on a challenge. Within 90 days, they had to create $1 million business, which he did, and more than that. I'm a Grant Cardone licensee. I've been a business coach for over 20 years. I love sharing the wisdom that Grant Cardone provides because that's practical for people like you and me. He did not have a lot of money when he grew up, and he created a multiple business model, as well as he's able to help a lot of other people as well. Now, in my case, I was born in India. I was born in a poor family. And again, we had 5 children, not much money, correct? And I did not have this kind of thinking, this kind of awareness when I started. So here is your opportunity to learn from a billionaire about how to become a millionaire. Let's get started. The first part that you and I need to understand is getting rich is not a fantasy. So how to become a millionaire, multimillionaire, etc. isn't taught in schools. It's a funny thing. The school teach you how to read, write, how to do math, how to know history and geography, how to pass a test, but they never broach the subject of getting rich. On that topic, I've just recently wrote a short book called 7 Critical Skills They Do Not Teach in School. You want access to that? Email me and I'll send you more information. The reason most people never get rich is that they never even consider it a possibility. They're convinced by those close to them to simply be satisfied with whatever their financial situation is. The other reason is that people fundamentally do not understand money. See, there are 3 things. We need to earn money, keep money, and multiply money. Those are 3 different things to learn. So where you get your advice is critical. I got my advice from parents who never had much money. So what kind of advice did I get? Not really something which will lead me to financial freedom. So pay attention. Who are you getting your financial advice from? See, look beyond all the noise and confusion about money, and you'll discover a select group of people who have created enormous wealth. See, getting rich is not only possible, it's vital to our survival and our ability to help those people we love, correct? We want to help out people who may not be as, like your parents, your children, your wife, your husband, whoever it is. If you want to help those people out, having money is going to be very, very important. So there are 3 things that Grant Cardone asks us to do. Let's do that. Number 1 is keep this information handy. If it is on your cell phone, computer, read it, watch it, listen to it on a regular basis. Share it with a friend. The best way to learn something is to teach somebody else, right? And if you want to go to Grant Cardone's book, he has millionairebooklet.com. But once you get your million, once you are becoming rich, then you help other people do the same. Step 1, the millionaire decision. The first thing you have to do is decide to become a millionaire, multimillionaire or billionaire if you want. You have to decide, and then you must reinforce that decision over and over. See, people, 80% of those who are millionaires were self-made, which means nobody gave them. They didn't inherit money. So you and I have an opportunity as well. Now you should understand 2 points. Getting rich isn't just about you, and limiting yourself financially invalidates your abilities. You can do more with more money. And I'm sure you understand that, right? So let's decide to become successful, financially free, and then we must lose our middle class mindset. And there is more information on that. We need to trust ourselves that we can get there, and we have the right information. We do the right thing, we will get there. Let's do the millionaire math. The second step is to simply do the math. We all will earn a lot of money during our time period. If you earn $50,000 a year, multiply it over 20 years, that's $1 million. If you make $100,000 a year, 10 years gives it $1 million, right? So here are a number of possibilities, right? If you earn $114 per hour every hour of the year, guess what? That's $1 million. 1,000 people paying you $83 per month for 12 months, that's $1 million. So there are a number of ways to combine information about how much you make over a time period. You can have $1 million available. Step 3, increase income. So once you have done the millionaire math and you realize how real it is to get super rich, you need to focus on increasing your income streams. Money seems to flow to those who give it the most attention and take the most responsibility for it. What does that mean? Stop moaning, groaning, complaining that you don't have the money. Look for ways to increase your income, right? Because That is going to be the way to get closer to your goals. Now, once you increase your income, then keep doing the math and keep increasing your income in increments until you can start increasing in surges. So initially you might increase by a small percentage, but once you have enough of it, you can leverage it and make a lot more money. See, remember, you are a business. You don't start a business. The next one, which is really Grant Cardone's really key input question is, who's got my money? This is so simple. It's amazing and it is genius once you understand it. Simply ask yourself, who's got my money? People get into business and make a business plan and never ask this simple question. See, you know somebody has the money. You need to go to those people, provide value so they feel comfortable. They feel that you are giving more value than the money they have, so they give you the money. When you go to a restaurant, you feel you are getting more value than the money you have, the experience, the food, etc., and you give them the money and you get the food. You understand what I'm talking about? I think that's relatively simple to understand once you see it that way. See, if you spend all your time with people who can't pay you, you'll end up being someone who can't pay. Is that what we want? No. So you and I need to go out, talk to people who have the money, whether it is on phone, internet, or in person. We need to find a way to connect with people who have the money. Everybody who became successful financially went and talked to, approached, connected with enough people who could actually help them get the money they wanted. Step 5 is stay broke. Now, this may sound strange to you, but the reality is if you have too much money sitting around, you're likely to spend it in areas that is not profitable. I've done that enough times in my life. It's like, oh, I can go buy a better car, better house, or whatever else it is. And it may be a good thing sometimes, but really it is easy to fall into the temptation of I have the money, but the money is not there for anything else other than to help you and I become financially free first. That's why not having access to the money that can be used in the wrong way is important. Instead, we should be focusing on investments. See, remember, idea plus hard work over time with discipline gives us success. Whether you want to lose weight, that's the idea. You put the hard work, exercise. So I feel sore. I went to exercise in the morning and I do it over a time period in a disciplined manner on a regular basis, 3 to 5 times a week. I will be in a better shape. So pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. Now let's understand, we need to save to invest, not save to save. Investing money is how we will get super rich. We earn, we keep, we multiply. Remember that formula, right? So look for deals, places where you can learn enough to be able to invest and get bigger surges of money. And make sure you are positioning yourself for big payoffs. Then we need to add multiple flows of income, because number of flows of income is like pillars, and that pillars will create foundation which will be much better for your financial future. So creating multiple flows of income is the holy grail to creating financial freedom and true wealth. So when creating our second flow of income, we need to make sure to closely connect something parallel or symbiotic to your current flow and never abandon the first flow. So if you have a client, you can sell them one product, well, you can sell them another product which is similar, and guess what happens? Now you have increased income. The most common mistake people make when creating multiple flows of income is walking away from the current one. The next most common mistake is moving to secondary flows that are not similar to the first and then being unable to give enough attention. If we chase 2 rabbits, we catch none. The last step is repeat, reinforce, and hyper focus. You can and should be a millionaire. You can be a billionaire, deca-billionaire or richer if you simply think bigger from the start and then hyper focus and repeat the steps that Grant has laid out. People committed to success want other people to be successful. So you reach your goals and then you help other people as well. But remember, you and I can easily get sidetracked. And I've been guilty of that in my life. So hyper focus is going to be very important. Once we know what works, we repeat that. We continue to reinforce that behavior, and then we hyper focus until we get the goals that we are looking to accomplish. Don't spend time and money on things, toys, holidays, or moments. Invest in the surest investment of your life, which is you, and then how to invest that money in getting bigger paydays. See, when you implement these 8 simple steps, Grant is telling us very clearly, it will be harder, It'll be harder than we think, it'll be easier, or it will achieve more than you imagine possible. Because here is the key. First, it will be harder. And then once you achieve it, you'll be like, wow, that was not as hard as I thought. And once we achieve, it will be much bigger than we think it is even possible. So start applying these principles. And here is the last step for you. Do you want to find out hidden gaps in your money plan? See, if you want to find out hidden gaps in your money plan using a revolutionary technology, a tool that gives the areas that you're doing well and those need attention, right? So you can schedule your complimentary walkthrough of this tool to reach your financial goals faster. Here's a link to get on my calendar, and I can share with you a tool which is self-diagnosis. So you will see for yourself what you need to work on and what you're doing well in. This is worth a lot of money for you, because the sooner you and I learn where we are, what is missing, the faster we can find the ways to get rich, in this case, achieve our goals.